And then when I'm in America, I'm still traipsing around vinyl shops, buying albums and original pressings and things. Complete vinyl junkie. 25,000 albums at home. Been collecting since I was 10. This is just an extension of that, you know. It's like, if you're out there wanting to do this, do it, because I never thought I was going to do it. I'm from a really small town in Ireland. It's the last thing I thought I'd do. I constantly pinch myself that I'm doing this job. You know, I said to my dad that maybe I wanted to do it one day, and he just kind of laughed at me. Said that kind of thing's few and far between, son, but get in there. You know, I worked in a record shop for 4.5 years, worked for Rough Trade for a couple of years to get to here. If you want to do it, just fucking do it. It's not, it's like being in a band, just do it, you know. Sack the Twin Technics decks and pick a guitar up, you know. I'm incapable of doing it any other way. It's very important to me to do this. Been given a luxurious position where I can take a large corporation's money and fund young, struggling musicians to make their statements. I think a lot of musicians are actually social outcasts, you know. They don't fit into, and related industries as well, they don't fit into that 9-to-5 kind of job, you know. Some of them are incapable of doing that, so this is the only thing they can do, and there should be people there to help. Because when you're thinking about making music, sometimes it's all you think about. You know, you're not worried if you've got clean socks or a pint of milk in the fridge or money to pay the rent, or, you know, it's not important to you. And when you're young and got that kind of energy, go for it, do it, because that's the time in your life when you're supposed to be doing that, when you can put up with like the tour bus and the muddy festivals, and constantly mutates. That's why, you see, I spend so much of my time researching the history, because there's a lot of future signposts in the history of music. And yeah, I think Bono said this a year ago, like, let's get this straight, I don't think he's some kind of, you know, spokesman for a generation, but he did say something that really struck with me, and that was he was asked about modern music, and he said modern music hints at greatness rather than being great. And I know exactly what he means, because when you've you know, just drunk so much musical history and you hear a new album by a new contemporary band, you can pick reference points in it everywhere. And that's why I look to the past to find out what the future's going to be, because it's all there in represented already. It's not to say that it's just going to be regurgitated. I think reinventing the wheel isn't going to happen. I think they just make the wheel go around a little bit easier, or a little bit better or different than what it did before. There's been a few, obviously, hairy moments at airports and all the rest of it. The legal thing gets you down occasionally, lawyers and managers being wankers. But yeah, mostly I've had a complete ball, you know, complete ball. 10 years gone like that. Another 10 years is going to go the same. I've already got the next 5 years mapped out, so it's going to be fine. But no, it's a dream. It's an absolute dream, and I'd advise anybody to give it a go. It's been a real pleasure working with the people I've worked with. It's been a real privilege. Lucky man.